Today on Pickleballers, we have a very special guest, one of the best pickleball players in the world, Dekel Bar. He has a combined 30 medals on the PPA Tour.
I grew up in Israel, so I started playing tennis at 9. I played a lot of tournaments in the US, and I met Colin Johns. And then I got to know, obviously, the family and Ben. Ben used to kind of follow us around when we played tournaments, and he was trying to get us into pickleball for the first 2 years that he started playing. And I'm like, okay, you just won the US Open. How much did you make? Oh, I made $1,000. I'm like, well, good for you, Ben. We're really happy for you. Keep going with your pickleball thing. We're going to play a real sport here. I think mentally, tennis is the hardest sport, no question. People say the pickleball grind is tough. The tennis grind it's a different animal, for sure. It's really tough when your entire world is tennis and then you get injured and you can't do anything.
What does a 4.0 need to do to be at a solid 4.5?
You have one of the biggest serves on tour. How did this develop?
Playing singles, I try to do more and more with my serve, and I was like, why isn't everybody doing this?
Today on Pickleballers, we have a very special guest, one of the best pickleball players in the world, Dekel Bar, aka Big D. He has a combined 30 medals on the PPA Tour, and a lot more to come, I believe. Dekel, thanks for being on here.
Thanks for having me.
Dekel, it's an honor having you on. I think one of the first conversations we had was at Tim Klitsch's house.
Yes.
Probably like 4 years ago. And I was like, this guy's cool. We're both Jewish, and just felt like a kindred connection. So I'm excited to have you on. And before we get into how you got here, DoorDash, who is the title sponsor for MLP, is now a partner of the kitchen. And I figure we'd maybe pick up some pickleball essentials. Anybody need anything?
You got some trail mix?
Let me see. Roscoe, what do you need?
Yo, get me some of those Neuro Mints. They lock you in.
Joe Rogan loves those. I'm gonna get a USB drive because we're running out of memory here for pickleballers. Don't make fun of me.
Can you order that on DoorDash?
Yeah, you can. I mean, all the pickleball essentials and then pretty much anything else that you need. It's amazing. All right, all right, we're good. It should be in about 30 minutes. Dekel,
okay.
How did you get here?
I drove from my house 10 minutes.
What kind of car?
It's a great question. I would love to know what car Dekel Bar drives.
Is that okay? If it's that important,
to me, it's not. But Roscoe's
not?
weird.
Okay, so we'll pass it.
Yeah, all right, fine. Dekel, take us back to the beginning. Before what are you, 6'5"?
I'm 6'3", but
6'3".
I played so many years with Adam Stone just so people think I'm taller. So everybody thinks I'm like 250 pounds and 6'5". So thanks, Adam. I appreciate it.
Very smart. That's very smart. Yeah. So take us back to the little baby Dekel Bar. What was that like?
Baby Dekel. Well, I started playing. I always did a lot of sports. I played a lot of soccer, a lot of basketball growing up. Played basketball until I was like 12, 13. And actually, I think I was better in basketball than tennis. I started playing tennis when I was nine and a half.
What position of basketball?
When you're younger, it's kind of
everything.
Everything, yeah. Yes. And then tennis kind of took over. I like tennis better than basketball. So it's at 12 or 13, I needed to choose one or the other. So I stuck with tennis. I liked the individual sport more at that time. I just liked playing more. And basketball, or even soccer, when you're younger, it's kind of like they spread the time between everybody, and I just wanted to play the entire time. So yeah, tennis I loved it from the first moment.
And this is all in Israel, right?
Yeah, this is all in Israel. I grew up in Israel. I moved
What part of Israel did you grow up in?
In Haifa.
Haifa.
So it's Haifa is more in the north.
I've been there.
Yeah?
I love Haifa, yeah.
Nice. When were you there?
So I went to high school in Israel.
Okay.
For a few months, and then I did a honeymoon in Israel. My wife is not
So
Jewish,
cool.
and we went on this trip that was for partners who one was Jewish and one was not. So that was like 9 years ago.
That's awesome.
But I spent a good bit of time in Haifa. Actually, do you know Hod Sharon?
Yeah.
That's where I studied in high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So you grew up in Israel?
Yeah, I grew up in Israel. So I started playing tennis at 9. Got like more into it, I guess, like started traveling overseas when I was 13, 14. And then at 18, it kind of became, more of a full-time thing. Also at juniors, it was already a full-time thing. But, as you go pro, it becomes more and more of a full-time thing and more serious. And I played until I was about 24.
And you're number 3 in Israel at one point?
Yeah. So I was number 3 for quite a few years. There were a couple of people that were in front of me, and honestly, they were like top 100, top 200. I got to like 500 in singles, 500 something. So yeah, they were a little bit ahead, but I was always kind of like there in terms of like my age, like first in Israel and in juniors and stuff like that. and basically played all the futures and challengers. It was a big grind. It's a lot of it's like people say the pickleball grind is tough. The tennis grind is
it's a different beast.
It's a different animal.
And
for
is this both of y'all being tennis players growing up? Was like challengers? Was it just in Israel, or was it like, are you traveling everywhere?
Everywhere. You're traveling everywhere. We had some futures in Israel, sometimes challengers, but you go to Asia, I went to South Africa, I went to the US a lot. I went to, Europe a ton.
So if y'all were the same age, which you're not, you would have been at the same events.
Some of them.
Yeah. Some of them. So you can play
before that.
Yeah. And you can play anything too. Like maybe Roscoe wants to play only in the US. The US has futures almost every week, right? And a lot of challengers. So you can stay here. As in Israel, we have some tournaments, but mostly I need to go overseas.
I have another question. The futures and challengers, are they like produced events, or is it just at a place you show up, you play tennis, and that's it?
You're basically going out there and fighting for a couple ATP points with guys who know nothing else but to try and win tennis matches in their life. The grind is so real.
I was just in Santa Cruz 2 weekends ago, and I was playing pickleball, and there's a lot of tennis at this venue, Seascape, and I was being super loud. Like I was being annoyingly loud, as I can be on the pickleball court. And these little kids, it must have been like 12, came over and they're like, "Hey, we're in the middle of a match. Can you seriously just be quiet?" And I was like, "What kind of match are they in?" Maybe that was like an actual thing. Could that have been like an event for points?
No, 12.
So they were just telling me to be quiet then.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
sorry.
It could be some junior tournaments or something, but everybody takes it very serious.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, tennis is another.
It's tough, and
another
like
level
those
grind.
tournaments, a lot of them you'll have 0 people watching the finals, right? But like the challengers, you get more people, and then those it'll be like on local TV sometimes and stuff like that. So those you'll have a good amount of spectators in the later rounds. But like the futures, some of them in certain locations when they love tennis, you'll have some people, but in some of them, like you just go to like Turkey or like Antalya and like play there. They have every single week a future. They do it to make money because the hotel gets money from players playing and stuff like that. But it's also good for the players because they can be in the same place and play week after week after week against sometimes the same players and sometimes different. But it's definitely a lot harder. Like now we're privileged in pickleball. We have so many people coming to watch our matches, and especially on center court, the atmosphere is amazing. It's one of the main reasons I'm loving pickleball even more right now. It's so fun to play in front of a crowd, and you definitely didn't have it in tennis, and it's like Roscoe's saying, it's a different beast.
So you were like all in on this sport.
It was 100% my life. It was everything. It kind of has to be everything for you. If it's not everything, there's no way you'll make it. It's so hard to make it as it is, and making it, is basically being top 100, top 150, maybe 200, where you break even. And there's so much competition. People playing, from when they were 3 all over the world and doing it full time their entire life, and their parents dedicating everything to it. So it has to be everything for you.
And you had an abdominal injury from your tennis serve?
Yeah.
When was that?
Yeah. So that was the last year and a half that I played. Sort of played. I was basically injured.
And how old were you?
So I think that was around 22.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was injured. I tore one of my abductor muscles, and then that was 4 months, and then I got back and tore it again. 4 months, tore it again. So basically the third time it happened, I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like I had a lot of injuries in tennis, and it was just so hard tennis was already so hard, and it's so hard mentally, just traveling by yourself, across continents, not just, inside the country and different states and in the US. Let's say it's relatively easy. It's just flying from place to place, and it's really tough when your entire world is tennis, and then you get injured and you can't do anything, and it just happens again and again. It's basically every time it's like another slap in the face, and you get it back up, another slap, and you get back. So it's I think mentally tennis is the hardest sport, no question.
It's so hyper competitive to get to top 100 in the world, which is it's 100 spots, but the amount of people that are vying for these spots is thousands of players who are doing nothing but playing tennis every single day in their life, giving everything they have, sacrificing everything they have to get there. So if you're not matching that, plus, just being more skilled, plus having a little more talent, plus even being a little lucky, I'd say, you're not going to get there. So the odds are just super, super tough. And I think for both of us, we were lucky to find pickleball in a world where kind of we put our eggs in one basket and we're able to come out with something we love and a new passion, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I was like after all these injuries and like in tennis, I was depressed. Like it's so hard when it's like everything for you and you can't do it anymore.
You're still in Israel at this time.
I'm still in Israel, yeah. And you just like, okay, what's next? Like you put everything into it and now you can't do it anymore. So yeah, basically pickleball was something like to find. At first it was, it was small and there wasn't like too many like bigger tournaments.
How did you find it?
I played a lot of tournaments in the US and in Canada and I met Colin Johns on the tour. And we started traveling together in a few different places. He came to Israel. I came to the US. I stayed with his family in some different tournaments or just like between tournaments to train. And yeah, and then I got to know obviously the family and Ben. And I still played tennis obviously. And Ben was always, after he started, basically Ben used to kind of follow us around when we played tournaments and came to our practices. And he loved tennis as well, but he didn't love playing it as much as,
was he
as
good?
we did. He had very good strokes.
Yeah.
But he didn't. I don't think he liked competing in tennis that much.
It's really fascinating because I think the Johns they're fairly private people. Hannah less. Colin, Ben seem like they're pretty private people. I don't think a lot of people can really say they're in the inner circle of the Johns family. It seems like you're one of those people.
Yeah, no, for sure. They're a great family. They host me for Thanksgiving a lot. They're really some of the best people I know. And it's, yeah, I obviously owe coming into pickleball to them. Like Ben got me and Colin into pickleball when we stopped playing. He was trying to get us into pickleball for the first 2 years that he started playing, and he was already basically he won the U.S. Open, and he's like, oh, you should join me. There's so many opportunities and coaching and this and that.
Are you yeah, we're good.
I'm like, okay, you just won the U.S. Open. How much did you make? Oh, I made $1,000. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, good for you, Ben. We're really happy for you. Keep going with your pickleball thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a real sport here, and you have fun though.
Would you go watch him at these tournaments?
I wasn't in the U.S. that much, so no. But I did watch some online when he said he was playing, and I was like, it definitely piqued my interest, not as kind of as a fun sport to play, and when I went to
game.
As a game,
yeah,
exactly.
What year was this?
This was probably 2016, I think, maybe 2015. So Ben basically, when I came to town and practiced with Colin and stuff, Ben would come to our
in Maryland,
in Maryland and Florida. They they lived in both places, so he found pickleball while coming to one of our practice sessions, and they just had pickleball there. So he found it, and then he asked, yeah, Dekel, do you want to play?
That's how he found it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, Dekel, do you want to play? I was like,
so Dekel Bar is the
sure.
reason that Ben Johns found pickleball.
I doubt it, but
it sounds like
it was.
You
It was in his community there. I'm sure he would have found it eventually.
Would you remember the community?
Belterra or Bellaterra, something like that.
Yeah. So Ben's on the come up. He's winning everything. He's the guy. And y'all are watching him hey, look at this guy, he's playing pickleball. We're going to play tennis. At what point was it, when did you first play? When you're okay, Ben, stop bugging me. I'll go play pickleball. When was that?
When I stopped playing tennis.
Okay.
So when I basically had my injuries, I recovered from them. I was going to go to school in Israel. So I did go to school in Israel, and I signed up for
college.
Yeah, college.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. And I signed up for the first semester, and I basically had and I think it started September or something, and I basically had the summer to do whatever. So I went to the U.S., tried to play some money tournaments for tennis and some pickleball tournaments. So I played. I think I got injured a little bit and didn't play. And
so you're injury prone.
Yeah, tennis was not great for me and for my body for sure. And then we played. I played that summer. I played probably a month and a half of pickleball.
Every day?
Not every day, but most days.
Yeah.
And played a couple tournaments in California with Ben, and Kylie Yates helped us as
5-0 pro.
Pro. So we started right away pro. And actually before that, I had a trip that I came and we played 5 days, and then we went to play Atlanta Open. So that was my first
PPA
Atlanta Open.
That was
Sorry,
20
it wasn't PPA at that point. It was just Atlanta.
The Atlanta Open.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was like a couple years before it became
Yeah.
PPA. Yeah, I think PPA bought it.
The
or
PPA bought it.
something, Yeah.
And so you come in at pro. How good were you?
So I played Ben in a game to 11 singles. I lost 11-0. I played
In the
Colin.
tournament?
No. In
Okay.
practice. I played Colin and I lost 11-0. And then
So Colin's good at this point.
he was just better than me.
Yeah.
He played a little bit, but not a lot. And then I played Simone and I lost 11-0. And then I went to play the tournament. So I wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But obviously those are all great players. Simone was, the best player at the time too. And so slowly during the tournament, I started kind of figuring things out. I ended up winning a couple of matches in the back draw.
Do you remember who you played?
I remember losing to Andre
Diasco?
like
Okay.
17-15 in like the back draw or something like that. I remember it was really close. I think Andre was also pretty new there then. Maybe played for like a year. But yeah, that's basically how I started. I went to I played a few tournaments. Then I wanted to see how good I can be after a month. And I signed up for TOC. And I want to see how good I am in singles. Because doubles,
This was in Utah?
This was in Utah, yeah. So it was at that point like a slam or like a major or whatever, one of the bigger 3 tournaments. And I signed up for singles and I didn't have doubles partners, but I was like, singles will be my best event and we'll see how I do and we'll go from there. And it's more like just to see how good I can be. So I went to play and last minute, Adam Stone, he was playing with, supposed to play with Chris Miller.
Yep.
Legend.
Mills
I
Miller?
love Mills. Yes,
Yeah.
I love Mills. But Mills was injured. He had some elbow injury. So Adam needed a partner last minute. I met Adam a few weeks ago and he's like, okay, I like Dekel. Like he's not great, but I'm playing tomorrow or in a couple of days. I might as well just play with him. And I remember going there and feeling like, I asked Ben what would be a good result for me and Adam. And I was like, what if we finish like in the top 10? That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay. So like,
How many teams?
I don't remember exactly.
30?
Probably 30 something.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good draw because it's still a major. And I remember like things clicking for me like the day or two before, like starting to figure out the game a little bit more in the doubles side as well. So I'm playing with Adam. We still lose like first or second round. And then we play the back draw. And I feel like every game I'm playing like much better. And then we win a game, we win another game. It's a game to 15 at that point. We win another match. And then we play Kyle Yates and Matt Wright, who at that point they were number 1 seed and they had like a surprising loss. And we play them in the back draw and we beat them.
Wow.
And then we beat another, like the same team that we lost.
How was Matt Wright back then? Was he still chirpy?
He wasn't chirpy in that match. So I don't know how much he was chirping at that
Kyle
point. But
and
in that,
Matt Wright together.
yeah.
What a squad.
And then we beat the team that we lost to earlier on, and then we beat the number 4 seed and whatever. So now we finished top 4. So I was like, okay, this was way better than I thought.
Was Stoner good then?
Stone was great.
Yeah.
Stone was carrying hard for sure.
So he's playing left.
He's playing left,
Yeah.
100%. I couldn't do anything besides dink cross court with my forehand side and counter if somebody attacked me. I had almost nothing. But I didn't miss. Like I just did those things, and Adam did his thing. Adam was playing lights out and carried us to 4th place. It was amazing.
Wow.
And then I played singles a couple days after, and also finished 4th.
Wow.
So it's like I was definitely not expecting that, which that gave me the opportunity to travel more because I got like a starter like sponsorship with Paddletech, which were really nice to me. And then I basically could travel while I was in school. So it was my way of playing competitively while I'm still in school, like on school vacations.
Yeah.
Did you finish school? Like, did you continue?
So when COVID started, I was stuck here in the US in the beginning because we had a pickleball getaways trip and a tournament, so I kind of came for both. And then I continued school online at first because at first I was stuck, everything was online, and then things stayed online. So I was just, hey, and now I can play pickleball, and I've been having a lot of fun, and so I just stayed and did school online, and then school stopped being online when I had 1 semester left.
Oh.
So I still have that 1 semester left.
So you got to still get that semester done. You think that's going to happen?
I don't know at this point. At first I was like, oh, I have to get this done because I worked so hard for it. And it was really frustrating when I have 1 semester left, but it just doesn't make sense for me to go for like 6 months back home and not play pickleball. And there's a lot of, I would miss out on a lot of things. I hope at some point I'll do it, but at the moment it's not a priority.
And so people know you on the pickleball tour for having well, you're a great player, obviously, but you have one of the biggest serves on tour. Especially when I came in, everyone was like, "Wow, Roscoe, your serve's so big." Blah blah blah. But Dekel Bar, you should see this guy, right? It's like the one shot that everyone picks. Like Dekel Bar's got the best serve. How did this develop? And do you think about this? Do you like
did you have it then when you were playing in TOC and stuff?
No. When I first started, no, I didn't have a big serve. But yeah, I feel like slowly playing singles, I try to do more and more with my serve, and I was like, why isn't everybody doing this?
Yeah.
And I just, I always had a good forehand in tennis. It was probably my best shot, and I was just like, slowly hitting it harder and harder and figuring out how I can
like leverage points and
honestly, no. People think, oh, do you probably on purpose you're doing this?
So you're not actually trying to get higher and
no, that happened on accident.
So that's just how you serve.
Yeah,
because you have sort of like, I wouldn't call it a funky technique, but an interesting technique that allows you to strike the ball higher than virtually everyone else. Your hip is coming higher up.
Yeah, according to the previous rules, it was legal. That's why they changed the rules.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't like it. Yeah.
I mean, so we played against each other for a lunch game.
Yes.
The two biggest servers I've ever played are you guys. Like, it's not even close. And you are also the two most intimidating players I've ever played. I think it's like the height. Dekel bagged me so 3 times, but one time so hard. Like I still think I have a welt from it. But I just remember being like, God, like, how do you hit the ball that hard? And I've actually tried to like emulate that serve.
I think a lot of people have. A lot of people have been like, all right, who's got the best serve? They watch Dekel and they're like, okay, let's study this guy. Is there any advice, any tips that you're going to give to anyone out there who's like, I want to serve like Dekel Bar? Because I mean, it honestly sometimes feels suffocating, like playing against you, because it's like, how do I get this guy's serve back?
Is it deep every time? Pace, heavy?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a bullet. It's like a wave.
Deep is definitely the what you want. If you can do it with power or without, the depth is very important. But for me, the power comes from my body weight and like from the legs. It's basically tossing the ball forward and making sure my follow through is towards my opponent and inside the court. It just automatically, or body weight comes in play, and the ball has more power into it.
And you make a sound.
I make a do I?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, come on.
I do. I make a different sound. I forget what it is now.
It's like
it's like a yeah.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things to film. Like when I'm filming your matches, you audibly can hear. It's like air. What does
it sound like? Do it again. keep doing it.
No, we'll show it. We're gonna show it on this. I mean, I have tons of Dekel Bar serve videos.
Yes.
I think I actually did. Did I do a slow mo once of your serve?
So I do it on the forehand and the serve. That kind of like it just naturally.
It's like this. I think you touched on it well. It's your entire body weight striking the ball inside the court.
Yeah.
With everything coming forward.
But it's not just the body weight; it's your entire body,
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not just like he's swinging at the ball. Like his entire being is being thrown at that ball.
And he's a big being.
It's your big boy.
250, 6'5", right?
Yeah.
6'7". And I think that's what creates that heaviness of the serve.
So because I'm a little
you can't
person,
do it.
No, it's no. Everybody can serve harder if they do that.
Yeah, I agree.
I've seen people like a lot smaller people serve really hard.
I might have to. You give lessons, right? I might have to hire you for a lesson.
I give lessons on Pickleball Getaways. You're welcome.
Okay, all right.
I think also part of your big serve, and I think everyone's big serve, comes from paddle technology. Paddle technology is getting bigger, better, stronger, spinnier. Everything about the paddle is innovating. And from a guy like you who started in 2016?
I started 2018.
You've obviously seen the change of paddles being these, carbon fiberglass, almost nothing, to now you have these foam cores and you're able to generate this crazy amount of topspin, this crazy amount of dwell and power. What do you see about the evolution of the game that you like, and what don't you like? Do you think that all this innovation is good, and why?
I think in general it's good, but probably to a point. It's hard to know what that point is. It's hard to know if we reach that point, or if a little bit more will kind of like blow up the game and it'll be not as good to watch. And it's also like is it good for amateurs or is it good for pros and like watching pro pickleball? I think those are different things as well. So it's thankfully it's not my job to decide what it is, but I do think pickleball is more entertaining to watch right now. So I don't know if we dial it back like 10-20%, will it still be as entertaining? Or maybe it's more entertaining just because everybody's getting better. Not sure what that point is. I think you do have to kind of like test it out in terms of like what's most entertaining.
And so you play with you have a signature paddle.
Yes.
And it's the Pro 4 Perseus.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's a 16? Mm-hmm. Do you play the same paddle singles and doubles?
So I don't really play singles anymore, only in the Dream Breakers, yes.
But you'll use the same paddle?
I'll use the same paddle, yeah.
Would you say it's the most poppy paddle?
From Yola or in general?
In
or
general.
What? I think it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I haven't played with some others, but sometimes I think there's a few up there in the category. Like I think the paddle tech is strong. The gearbox, obviously. There's a few others. I think there's a lot now.
But the gearbox is no longer
no longer
in
approved
use on PPA.
Well, September 1st.
Is it going to be, or is it done?
September 1st is the day of reckoning.
Yeah. But in general, I guess from that evolution of the 7 years you've played, what do you think, not just paddles, but regulation in general and just the way the sport's evolving, what do you like about it? And is there anything that you wish we could go back to or could take a little bit back from those 2018 days that you think would make the sport better today? For instance, like back then you're probably dinking way more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't, generate as much spin. Yeah. There's I would say maybe less athleticism back then, which I think is good. Like more athletes have come into the game. It's obviously going to produce a better result. Mm-hmm. What's that happy medium like for you?
I think a little bit less power. I do like the spin. I think players are able to create more and kind of attack more if there is more spin. And if there's too much power on the paddles, it's easy to end points, or people don't want to attack too much
because the
counters are so hard, or maybe you go for a little bit too much of just like body attacks instead of trying to go for the court, which of course it's a great option because that's what works. I think you should do it if that's what works. Obviously not too much.
To add to that, I watched you get bagged like 6 times in a row.
I'm a good target.
Do you remember this?
In Mesa? Or not Mesa, in Arizona.
No, Red Rock, the final against Christian Alshin. You in Paris versus Christian and Catherine. I mean, he was going for your throat.
He hit you like
he got me
6 times in a row. In like that last game.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And
did that bother you?
Look, it's never fun to get hit, but it's
I know. You hit me.
But it's not like, oh, he's doing something wrong type of bothering me. No. And if he was going hard to my head, then I'm like, yes. But at that stage, no, I'm like pissed because I'm losing those points. So I'm like, okay, I need to do something else. So then I let a couple go, or like I managed to like kind of start reading his attacks better, and I let a couple go, and then he stopped doing it.
Who's the hardest player for you to play on tour?
Honestly, it's probably still Ben because he's the best player.
Every single time we ask anyone anything about pickleball, it's Ben.
It's I know it's a boring answer, but like,
who's the next couple that that come to mind?
I think J-Dub's really good. I think obviously everybody thinks he's really good, but I think he's a little bit underrated.
Yeah. What about Hayden?
Hayden's definitely up there. He's
Cardio?
Look, all of them are like basically top 5 players.
I have a better idea. You have to rank the top 5 male players in the world right now according to you. So not PPA, not Duper, according to Dekel Bar. Who are the top 5 players in general? This is, I would say, mixed and doubles, just to make it easy.
Excluding myself?
Excluding yourself.
So number 1, we're gonna have to pick someone else because you can't.
I can't be number 1. Yeah. So fine, we'll put Ben in there.
Okay.
So Ben will be 1. I would put J-Dub 2, just like combined with men's and mixed. I think he has the best hands on tour. Or maybe like combination of like quick hands and heavy hands.
Yeah.
And then maybe like probably Hayden and Gabe. I don't know in which order.
We'll pick. You got to pick. Give me that 2 or 3 and 4.
Let's put Hayden and then Gabe, I guess, just because Hayden seems to be doing better in mixed.
Sorry guys. I think DoorDash is here. You guys keep chatting. I'll be back in a sec. Get our essentials.
I feel like you can give that spot to like either Andre or Fed or Christian, and it's like super close.
You pick though. You got to pick. Who's the
I gotta
5th
pick.
best player in the world according to Dekel Bar?
Let's put Fed there then.
Wow.
Yes.
So not even.
Sorry to interrupt
Not-
you, Dekel, some trail mix.
Oh, thank you.
That's
awesome.
Where's my Neuromints, dude?
Dude, they do have everything.
Got you.
Thank you, my man.
And my USB hard drive. DoorDash, thank you for being so convenient. Sorry to interrupt. DoorDash for all of your pickleball essentials.
Wow.
Carry on. So we said I'm number one, right? To recap, and then Ben's number two. No, but you said Ben.
Close.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said Federico at 5. That means
It's
Andre
so-
Diescu is not a top 5 player in the world.
So that's hard. Like, I do think Andre.
Ross was just trying to start drama.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not. I just think it's crazy.
You want me to
crazy
take it back?
statement.
Like, I could take it back and put Andre
It's
there,
very
but
close.
it's like
It's very close.
I think Fed, Christian, and Andre are like
Any
pick
given
one or
day.
another.
Yeah.
Okay, women.
Yeah. Women. Anna Lee.
Yeah.
I'll put Anna second. Probably Georgia third. Like if you combine women's and mix, and then again, it's
Any given day.
any given day. It's you have Catherine, you have Rachel, you have Tyra. I'm sure I'm forgetting some others, but like it's I guess it's always like kind of tiers where it's so hard to pick somebody. It's like just go by the ranking, right? And those are the last 12 months and who was best there, but they're just all so close.
So I want to touch back on just something that Jared said earlier, which is you've been able to get into the inner circle of the Johns family. And I think, yes, they're private people, but you know, for those who know them, they're incredible people and clearly very, very successful pickleball players. What has having Ben and Colin in your corner been like for your professional pickleball career? And I guess how has it
and
helped
who are
you?
you closer with?
It's a good one too.
Closer with, I don't know. To be honest,
Fair.
it changes over the years. Definitely was Colin growing, like starting in tennis and stuff, but I would say pretty equal. And it's been super helpful, especially starting out. Because starting out, like you don't know how to play. Like you don't know people, you don't know the pickleball scene. And Ben, taught both me and Colin how to play. And then you have a person you can ask different questions about pickleball and that can help you with whatever, partners or just anything about the pickleball world. But then later on, we always kind of like talk with each other what like shots we're working on or like what works, what doesn't work, what paddles we should be playing with or like what shape or what this or what that. It's just they're both very smart people and know pickleball very well. So it's the best people you can go to talk about pickleball.
I mean, that's wild to have like two of the smartest brains ever in pickleball history in your corner. Was there ever a time as you got better where they're like, enough, we're not teaching you anymore?
There's less talk about certain shots, I guess, or like maybe a little bit less of that, but not really. It's like whenever somebody needs help, you just talk. It's still like, honestly, they're like family to me. So it's when it's like that, it's not like, oh, I can't share anything, or they can't feel they can't share with me. But
What's your record against them collectively?
not good.
But you've had some wins.
I
right?
had some wins. So in the past year or two, I think it's been a lot better. I'm definitely still losing in a losing
Sort of
record.
deficit?
The big deficit there against Colin. So I didn't play him too many times without Ben. So it's mostly, I guess, a couple times I did.
And who was your partner? Was it Stone?
A lot of them were Stone. We had a few 2 or 3 wins against the Johns brothers with Stone, and I had a couple. I think one with Tyson, one with Matt, with some different partners, MLP. So yeah, a few different partners. And in the beginning, the first few years was with Adam. Yeah.
Who's your favorite non-Johns player on tour?
Favorite non-Johns, Tina Pisnik.
Pisnik. Okay.
Yeah, Tina's awesome. Tina and Maya both very, very direct people, very honest, and it's hard to come by. Very nice people.
What are your long-term aspirations for the sport? You're obviously in a sport that's very young and probably want to keep doing it for a long, long time. What does Dekel Bar look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What are those goals? I know
12
it's kind
months
of
from now, too.
Yeah, that's a great question. 12 months from now, definitely playing. 5 years from now, hopefully playing. 10 years from now, still hopefully playing. But I don't know. Matt makes it look easy playing at 48 and reaching finals. That's incredible. I doubt I'll be able to do that. I do want to play for as long as I can, as long as the body allows. In tennis, I had a lot of injuries, but in pickleball, I've been playing for over 7 years now. So now I was injured and had I fractured my rib, but that was this was really my first time missing tournaments in 7 years. Like I hadn't had any like injuries that kept me from being on court, which is another reason I love pickleball. And playing, I feel like I'm moving just as well as I was in before in tennis and stuff, but for some reason my body loves pickleball a lot better.
Yeah.
I feel like you had a big resurgence in the past, I want to say like 12 to 18 months. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I had not a good 2023. So I feel like I was always like in the top 5 conversation for like a few years before that. And then 2023, I definitely didn't have a good year.
Why?
So it starts with like partners, or it's like I did have like a little knee issue, so I couldn't practice as well as I wanted to, and then I didn't feel as comfortable. And then you lose more. The more you lose, the more the confidence goes down. The more you're loving pickleball less. There's definitely like ups and downs with motivation and stuff like that, and how well you feel with your game is. And 2023, I didn't feel great for some of it. I felt fine, some of it less, and it just, the more you win, the more you win, the more you lose, kind of. In early 2024, I started feeling a lot better. Also, like I started training a lot more because my knee issue kind of went away, and I felt like I could train more. That made me feel better. Then you get better partners, you win more, you feel better, confidence goes up, and so on. So it's kind of a snowball effect both ways.
How about PPA versus MLP? Do you have a preference?
I am happy we have both. I love playing on both. If I have to pick like one, which is my favorite tournament, then MLP. Just love the team energy. I know I said like in the past I liked the individual sport more, but it's still kind of like you always play if you're on a team, and then it's still like you're playing doubles, but you still have that team atmosphere, which I do love. And that energy, like, you know, it's a we say it all the time, there's nothing else like it, but there is really nothing else like that energy of the team and the crowd that supports your team behind you, and winning for your team, it's different. And it means more. And I think you see it on the players that win the championships and win the big matches. So I do like MLP better, but saying that, I don't think I would want to play a full year of MLP. I do like playing, kind of like a 2/3 of PPA and a third MLP. I think that's a great ratio.
So what does the future of pickleball or professional pickleball look like in terms of PPA and MLP, or I guess individual versus team? Where do you see that going in terms of, is individual going to be that 9-month year round and team pickleball is going to be the 3-month, or do you think it's going to change?
I think it's a lot of testing and what people want to see and the viewership. And I think that's what UPA is doing right now. They're testing what works best for both and how to best make both the best products. I think both will succeed. I would say maybe it'll be 50-50, or like they're doing now, 3-4 month season of MLP. I do think both will succeed. Maybe half and half.
Ben explained it to me really in a really interesting way one time, that MLP could almost be longer than just 3 months, but it could be like that Monday Night Football. So you play, your PPAs or your individuals from Thursday to Sunday, and then you go and you fly to go play another home team. So let's say,
but why wouldn't you just play it at the tournament?
Because they want to really get the home crowds involved. So let's say that you're the Dallas Flash and you're going to go play the St. Louis Shock, and we just play this tournament in Bristol. You'd fly from Bristol on Sunday to go play in St. Louis on a Monday, and it'd be like the Monday night, let's just say it's Monday night, pickleball. And the Dallas Flash would be playing St. Louis in their hometown, and that would be like the event to watch. Maybe there'd be a couple other matches that week. I think that could be a really interesting way to show team pickleball in an interesting format that I hope they test out. I think
throughout the season, throughout the PPA.
Yeah, I think it could be really fun, and I think that's what they're going for, right? The teams really controlling how the events look. Yeah, having the home base. Personally, I think that would be so fun. Like, imagine it's a Monday night, or maybe even a Sunday. I don't know, whenever it is.
Don't want to go against Monday night football.
You don't want to. Yeah, true. Imagine it's one of these days, and religiously you're going out with your friends, you're drinking, and you're going to watch like the local pickleball like game, like your St. Louis Shock or your Dallas Flash. I think that would be so fun.
I love the concept. I think going up against I think the reason it's been the past months that it has, and it's not coincidentally ending right when the NFL is starting, is the NFL is a behemoth. Like to go against the NFL on even college football, which is just starting soon, it's really tough. I almost think midweek would be the move. Yeah. Like on a Wednesday, right? Like where there's no NFL.
Maybe, well, it just depends when those PPA tournaments start. I think having the two leagues under the same umbrella is really crucial. And I think it allows them to collaborate. Exactly. But gosh, that would be so fun to I love the play idea. For your home team.
I think it can definitely work once pickleball is bigger. And
imagine having events here. I mean, come on, let's.
Yeah, Kitchen
That's
HQ.
why I was trying to get our team to Austin, but the Ranchers blocked it, unfortunately. I have a question. So I'm like a 4-0 player. I want to be. I can sometimes play at a 4-5 level. I want to be consistently 4-5, where I can play at a 4-8 level. What do I need to do? What would you say the average 4-0 needs to do? And I know you haven't seen my game, but like from a meta kind of holistic level, what does a 4-0 need to do to be at a solid 4-5?
Okay, I think in general, like in those levels, like you can see players hit like really good shots and like, oh, this guy can be really good. And you see a few points, oh, he's a 5-0, he's a 5-5. But then you see a lot of like not great points. So it's like that consistency and like maybe shot selection and like kind of just hitting shots that you're more consistently making and not like going for those flashy shots that sometimes win you points, but then will lose you a few points in a row. So it's finding what works for you consistently.
So decision-making, shot
selection. When you're in midcourt, not going for those crazy shots. That's what a lot of people like to do.
I do that a lot.
Get into the kitchen and then try to win it from there, and not with flashy stuff, but with what works percentage-wise.
Like grinding it out.
Grinding if needed. And if you have better hands than your opponents, then speeding up more. If you have some good speed-ups, do that more if it works for you the majority of the time, not because it looks cool or you hit some 2 great shots and like, oh, I think I can make this consistently, but like, do you make it consistently? If you do, then keep doing it. If you don't, don't.
That. It's helpful.
It's like when people go and they try to do the Dekel Bar serve and they end up missing 8 serves that game and all of a sudden their percentages are out of whack.
Yes, and like a lot of time we make a really good shot and we're like, oh, I feel like I can make it every time.
Yeah. But they also learn it. They also learn it and then their percentage goes. Yeah,
exactly. So work on those shots like when you're drilling and when you're practicing. But then like if you at a tournament or something, then play always to the percentages.
So you served in the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force. If you had to pick a man on the PPA tour and a woman on the PPA tour that you would want alongside of you, just in battle, who would that be? Like, who do you think can hang in war?
Should I give the answer everybody gives? Should I say AJ Kohler?
AJ
but
is everything.
He's good at like hand to hand, and he's good like getting spiders.
He's
and
like
stuff.
the handyman.
But is he the guy that can like shoot the gun?
Maybe Eric Lang. Big guy, will be good on the field.
Very smart too.
He's a smart
guy. But isn't
he
like too big? Like he'll be seen.
So do I want to be there?
Well, you have to.
Do you want like a Hayden that can like
no, you don't want Hayden.
Or like Gabe Joseph?
Gabe Joseph that
fast,
can.
I feel like Gabe Joseph could be like a sniper.
Yeah.
Okay, how about female?
I mean, Tina's a badass, so I'll take Tina.
I was going to say Tina too. Who would you not want next to you? Who do you think would do the worst in the Army? Who would be like, this guy can't get past day 1 of training?
Oh my God.
I have an answer, but I'm going to see if you say it.
I have an answer too.
And you have to choose friends if they are the right answer. Colin.
I was going to say Zane.
Zane Navarrete?
Yeah, I doubt, yeah. He would be.
What about Carlos
there.
Delora? I feel like he'd struggle a little bit, right?
No, I feel like Carlos could be good.
Carlos could be good.
I mean, Colin Johns doesn't like net cords. Imagine if bullets are...
No, I don't think Colin would be
disagree.
great.
I think Colin would be...
Really?
I think Colin would do well.
Colin, I love you. Sorry, that was just my...
Colin did like grind on a tennis tour and like he trains really hard. So it's like
Agreed.
It depends. If
He's
it's
smart
like,
enough. He's disciplined too.
Yeah, very,
I
very
feel like Gabe
disciplined.
Tardio. You don't want to go to war.
I feel like it's like the younger you are, the kind of like the more you'll say these people are. But like
probably John Lucian Goins.
Dude, John Lucian Goins is a chess wizard. Like he's figuring that
amazing
stuff
what
out.
he did now in Bristol. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, him just carving the ball. Okay, on the female side, who you don't want to be there? I'd say like Megan Dijon. Like she's just not.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Sherry, you definitely don't want.
Sherry, I would.
You take him?
Think about the entertainment for the crew.
He'd be great. Yeah, they drink and stuff.
We'll ask our guests often, are there any crazy pickleball stories? You've been in the sport for a long time. Anything just wild that our viewers should know about?
I mean, a lot of stories, a lot of years of pickleball, and it's a crazy sport. So lots of different things. But
A lot of
I guess recently, so we're just starting some ads with Pickleball 360, and I Googled my name to see kind of like what comes up. And the first thing that comes is Dekel Bar girlfriend, and then Dekel Bar girlfriend Instagram.
Wait, so this is people had researched that beforehand because this
Yes,
is the top
that's what
search?
that's what comes up in like top search. Yes, and then I pressed the girlfriend one, and it shows Anna Bright. I was like,
Are you dating Anna Bright?
I am not dating Anna Bright.
Have you ever dated Anna Bright?
I have never dated
Okay,
Anna
okay.
Bright.
I
It's
thought
definitely
about
not
dating
Anna
Anna
Bright.
Bright.
And
Who
it
was
it says like, oh, they play tournaments together, and like they,
Canoodle.
no. Anyway, so then I was like, I pressed the Instagram one, Dekel Bar Instagram, and it shows Paris Todd. And I
Wait,
was like,
Dekel Bar girlfriend Instagram?
yes, Dekel Bar girlfriend Instagram. It says Paris Todd. I was like, again, they showing us playing.
Never dated Paris Todd?
Never dated Paris Todd. So I have a girlfriend, which is neither of them.
That's wild.
So yeah,
Who's searching? Could it be your girlfriend looking these things
Hey,
up?
maybe she searched it 1,000 times. No, but I don't know. There's like Dekel Bar serve, Dekel Bar this and that. So it's always like
Someone
a
told
few
me that
different
they
things.
looked up Roscoe's girlfriend. It was me. I'm like, what is that? That's
That
so
never
weird.
happened.
So it's so funny. It's so like that AI thing. It's I think obviously ChatGPT and all of those like are great. I think some are not so great still,
Yeah.
and just kind of like
That's so funny.
You
put
think
some
some
stuff,
chicks
but-
are like looking you up like, God, this Dekel Bar guy, like he's really a handsome hunk. Like I'm gonna look him up. Did
you say
Who's
hunk?
His girlfriend. Hunk. Yeah, he's a hunk.
Hunk. He
Who's
was a
his
hunk.
girlfriend? And they're looking up girlfriend Instagram. Maybe she was shown on like Pickleball TV. They're trying to find it.
I have no idea what they're trying to find, but whatever they're finding is false.
We should ask ChatGPT why that happened.
We'll
and
do,
who
we'll do
looked
that.
it
We'll
up.
throw up the answer.
Yeah.
Dekel, thank you for being here. I think you've been a great ambassador of the sport for many years, and you're in Austin. You're in Austin, Texas. We're in Austin. It's been fun getting to kind of bump into you over the years, and just continued success. Wish you all the luck on your
Thank you.
journey.
Yeah,
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Seriously, Dekel, Big D, or the I forgot this nickname, the Gentle Giant.
The Hebrew Hammer, the
Hebrew
Gentle
Hammer.
Giant. I like
The Gentle Giant. I feel like that's what everyone says about him because he's this big, intimidating dude, but he's so nice. Dude, keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing the sport forward. And yeah, dude, thanks for being so awesome.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me.
Right on.